Now on to the investigation everybody actually wants to talk about, which isn't Alex Jones. It's Hunter Biden. Chuck Grassley says the FBI and the DOJ is actually burying dirt on Hunter Biden.
Meanwhile, the top Republican on the Senate Judiciary Committee, Senator Chuck Grassley, is pressing the Department of Justice and the FBI for answers. He wants an explanation after, quote, highly credible whistleblowers have come forward alleging that the agencies have downplayed negative information on Hunter Biden ahead of the 2020 election. Grassley says that the whistleblowers told him FBI officials falsely flagged verified evidence as disinformation. Joining me right now is New York Post columnist, Fox News contributor, and the author of Laptop from Hell.
Laptop from Hell.
Great to see you this morning.
Wait, I thought we were getting Chuck Grassley.
This is interesting that now we're getting word from Chuck Grassley that these whistleblowers say that the FBI labeled.
I'm canceling Maria Bartiromo. I thought Chuck Grassley was coming on.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Verified evidence that you uncovered, that the Senate uncovered, Grassley and Johnson uncovered, and they labeled it disinformation. Maybe that's why 50 intelligence officials lied and signed their name to a letter calling it...
Mezer, that's a really good question, and that's a question that we may need to answer when I read this next story to you. Because there's something, as if the entire story hasn't been fishy all along. We've been here for all of it. What was that dude? Don Potted, what was that? What was the right before the election, he went on with Tucker Carlson and gave this whole hour-long interview. Maria Bartiromo is fucking me up here. Fucking Tony Babaducci or some shit like that. That's where the big guy came from and all that bullshit. We've been doing this story for 2 fucking years. Nothing has ever come of it. It's just right-wingers yakking about nonsense. They've got no information. But, this story is taking an interesting twist. Vice News did a report, and they uncovered something wild about this.
Action.
Thanks, Maria. Well, this is really a breakthrough, and it does look like a concerted scheme to keep the derogatory Hunter Biden information, which was derogatory to Joe Biden, one of the candidates for president back then, out of public view, to stop the senators Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson, who were becoming very, very close.
Tony Bobolinsky.
Information to stop them from inquiring, to cover up for the Bidens, and to obstruct any journalist reporting or Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson doing their investigation.
Meanwhile, the top...
Bullshit. Let's hear from Vice News, a real journalistic outlet, not the New York Post. ICE agent in sex trafficking unit donated to the GOP and then days later investigated Hunter Biden. It is unclear what connection the New Jersey agent had to the case involving Biden's laptop that was being pushed by Donald Trump's acolytes in the latter days of the 2020 campaign. In the months leading up to the 2020 presidential election, the same ICE sex trafficking investigator who looked into unproven allegations against Hunter Biden, President Joe Biden's son, made multiple donations to a fundraising platform heavily aligned with former President Donald Trump's re-election campaign. Around the time the agent, who was in the child exploitation group of the Homeland Security Investigations Unit, which is part of ICE, contacted the Delaware State Police regarding Biden's connection to potential crimes, he was repeatedly giving money to Win Red, a controversial GOP small donations platform that raised millions of dollars in an effort to beat the Biden campaign in 2020. Vice News first learned of the ICE investigation into Hunter Biden after obtaining a document through a public records request in 2021. The fact that an agent within the Department of Homeland Security, a highly politicized agency throughout the Trump administration years, was, for no obvious reason, investigating explosive claims against the son of a sitting president's direct political rival begs the question whether or not it was a politically motivated hack job altogether. DHS refused to answer multiple questions on the investigation, including whether the agent in question decided to look into Hunter Biden on his own volition or was directed to do so by a superior. Though the agent's name, entire resume, and current occupation is posted on LinkedIn, the agency claimed he was working undercover and could not be named in print. Vice News, which is withholding the agent's name due to government requests, but because doing so is not due to government requests, but because doing so could expose him to harassment from conspiracy theorists, it was able to reach the agent on his personal cell phone, but he did not respond to multiple requests. Meanwhile, Mother Jones has another juicy little tidbit that makes this seem like it's all a political hit job. We have leaked audio. Steve Bannon bragged that he used porn to help smear Hunter Biden. He said that he pushed the material as part of a plan for Trump to declare election victory no matter what. So here is the clip of this leaked audio.
He was very close to winning outright then and shutting down Trump. That the hard drive from hell stopped his momentum. Then the other thing is the way we drove up Biden's negatives. The only thing that stopped the momentum was the hard drive from hell, right? And two parts of that were Luda's editorial creativity over the pictures, and really the CCP involvement. That's what shocked the American people. Sleepy Joe, he never drove up Biden's negatives. It was only when we got the hard drive and got it to you that in the post. Yeah. If you look at here's where the Bidens fucked up. From the day the Post story came out, and then you started pumping out, we got you the stuff, and you started just dumping it out, and then the internet started picking up, and they suppressed it. Remember, the best thing that happened to us was Twitter and Facebook suppressing it, because then everybody wants to see it. Remember,
the best thing that happens to us, and right-wingers do it all the time, I always say it when they claim they're being censored. It's a marketing ploy. That's all they're using it as. Because they think it helps them. The dumb fucks they're trying to appeal to buy into it and like, oh, I've got to seek out their content since they're being censored. Bull fucking shit.
And Facebook suppressing it. Because then everybody wants to see it. Remember, we hammered this guy every day for 10 days with the worst pictures in the world, drug addict, taking money from CCP, from Chinese spies. No response. Nothing. And the negatives just keep going up because people are sitting there going, I didn't know that about Joe Biden, but Joe Biden, not one person came out and said, those pictures are not true, right? Nobody came out.
Well, they're not true. Nobody believed they were true. I mean, I don't know, like, I assume that, I have my doubts about the picture of him with the crack pipe in his mouth on a pillow just because, like, I think that defies physics. I don't think a crack pipe can stay in your mouth like that. So I wonder if that picture is actually real, but, like, it's really Hunter Biden in the pictures, but is there anything incriminating that's not fucking photoshopped? He's evil incarnate, I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I don't know. He's some kind of a gremlin or a hobbit or a... What is this thing? What are we looking at? It's scary.
One person came out and said, those pictures are not true, right? Nobody came out and said anything you're saying is not true. Even the wildest allegations. When Trump got COVID and when Trump had that first debate, within that 1 week period, Biden could have put him away. The campaign would have been over. Biden would have won with 500 electoral votes, but they didn't do it.
He did win.
So now, I'm not saying Trump's going to win, but we have a fighting chance.
Oh, this was before the election. I'm not saying we're going to win, but we have a fighting chance. So, because I was about to say, like, fucking Biden did blow him out. Biden did blow him out. A former Bannon employee told Mother Jones that Bannon instructed him to get out all the sex pictures. Bannon did not respond to requests for comment, which, I mean, hey, he's kind of got his plate full right now. He's in a little bit of trouble.